Ever wonder why nature is so unpredictable? Just look at that water. What is water? What is the river, lake, ocean? It's your unpredictable, unconscious mind. And it wraps all around you all day. And when you're at peace, you notice flowers. When you're in turmoil, you only notice the sound of cars and planes and mechanical things. Or maybe even a storm approaching. But the point I'm making is there's a lot of like pop culture spirit channels that don't know what they're talking about. So they say things like, all is mind, bro. You could just control that with your mind. It's like, when have you ever controlled your unconscious mind? You fucking idiot. Matter of fact, all your decisions come from these unconscious impulses. Some say your better self, your higher self, your whatever, your guardian angel, but look at how destructive the unconscious can be, right? So don't attribute good or bad to it. Just focus on your state and your well-being will shape your surroundings and things you notice much more free. You see how I focus on freedom? And it comes out into the external as I'm talking, and you might be thinking to yourself, oh, that's just a coincidence. But once you pay attention to the world, you'll see yourself, especially the sides that you don't like to focus on. And then you'll realize, oh, everyone's world is kind of on top of everyone else's, but really there's only one main character, and it's he who has the strongest will. Like right now, Trump, we're in Trump's world, right? But if you do the homework, if you do everything correct, which you're not going to do everything correct, you're going to make mistakes, but you know what I mean? If you have that forward posture, forward onto dawn, no matter what, Trump will actually get to notice you in the world. And that's your world colliding with his, and your world for that moment becoming bigger than his, right? And Trump's a veteran. Trump knows exactly how to live life. Even though he's not at peace, he understands the external. He understands implementing his will. He understands winning. And winning is something you do to prove to yourself you're alive, and losing is something you do to prove to yourself that you're dead. And you know, you sit down with a human and talk to them one-on-one and say, hey man, what's your life goals? Which I really hate when coaches ask things like that. It's like, what the fuck would he ask you if he knew? if he knew where he's going in life, why the fuck would he come ask you in the first place, right? So it's kind of like a really cruel thing to say to someone you're trying to help, like, hey man, what are you trying to do? That's when they break down and start crying. They go, what the fuck, dude? I don't know. And what do you know? I don't know anything. And it's like, dude, Why don't you go out there and know yourself? And all things will be added on to you. Money, women, time, friends. And you'll notice that those things come with their own shadows, like the responsibility of keeping a friendship, right? So it's not always going to come from the outside, what you want. It's never really, but you'll see its reflection when you become the right person. You'll see it out in the external, and it always winking to you. It'll always be winking to you, man. And so, this is a quick video to remind you that you can tell that my focus is slipping. A helicopter's going by. So, symbolically, my mind's chopped right now. I can't get the next sentence out. And that's not a good thing. That's usually a good thing if you're at peace. But when you're trying to make a video like this and your mind gets that distracted, the world reminds you, right? The world reminds you that I've got 4 other thoughts. Now, they might be human, these cyclists. And they are real. I don't want you to be like a schizo thinking it's just you on Earth. But there's a reason why they're crossing this path right now. And I don't want you to look into it too much. But as my mind focused, those 4 cyclists became 2. She's kind of cute, actually. I haven't seen a cute chick in public in like 10 years, dude. Like, I feel like I'm so used to AI women that real life women don't do it for me. But still gotta fuck them. Alright, no, I'm getting distracted.